What's up, everybody? This is Mike Cannon from Here's a Scenario podcast, reporting live from a pumpkin patch in upstate New York, here to tell you Wednesday, October 27th at 7 p.m. at the Comedy Cellar, Fat Black Pussycat, I will be running my brand new hour of material, never before seen or heard on any of my albums or specials. Come on out. Tickets are limited. It's a small room. Michael T. Feeney will be doing some time up top, going to be taking pics, hanging out afterwards. I'm sure Sagalow will be lurking in a shadowy corner somewhere. To get tickets, go to comedycellar.com or MikeCannonComedy.com. Again, small room. This will sell out, more off the fame of the club than off of me, but either way, it's going to be a hell of an evening. October 27th, 7 p.m., comedycellar.com.
Hey, Here's the Scenario fans, Feeney here. Thank you so much for listening to our show. I just want to let everybody know that I have started a brand new podcast called Snarky with Mike Feeney. It's available now everywhere you listen to podcasts. It's also on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/MikeFeeneyComedy, putting out new episodes every single week. Check it out, leave a review, tell some friends, enjoy the show. And also, if you're part of the Patreon, you get a bonus Snarky every single week where I answer just your questions. Check it out.
Nope, won't be reading that, won't be looking at that.
Fuck, dude, now I
Spending a
wanna know.
lot of time on extracurricular activities
Plenty
for
of
somebody
time.
who just had no time. Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of Here's the Scenario, one where our camera guy was shot dead in front of us. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Cannon. With me, as always,
Mike Feeney, and also here.
Brendan Sagalow. How are you guys? Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening, and how are you to the people that are unable to answer? But to your friends, your warm-blooded friends, you have yet to ask that question to us.
I called you yesterday just to talk.
You did. Well, you FaceTimed.
FaceTime to see
FaceTime.
you and your little boy.
I know. I wasn't sure what that was about. I thought you had other agendas, but
Nope.
you were just like,
I just
no.
wanted to see,
I have an
see my
agenda
friend.
that I said out loud to Erica the other day where I go, I think I'm going to try. It's hard to plan a day or plan a trip to hang out with someone's child. You know what I mean?
You want to have a play
was
date with my kid?
well, I was saying to Erica, I go,
Do
I
you have to
haven't
get a pass
seen
for the school bus.
I haven't seen Crew in forever, and I want to see Crew. And if Mike's there too, that's fine. But like
if Mike's
to
there,
find-
I don't want to be.
if I have to
As
find
his
out,
full-time nanny, I'm always there.
I have to find a way to go see Crew in the near future. So maybe we'll do some episode up there or something to give me an excuse.
yeah, a
to
little
get up
blunts
there.
with the boys with
Yeah,
Crew.
yeah.
Some Patreon. He'll
Yeah.
he'll
Just
be
ash on his head.
Yeah,
Imagine he's in the corner just
we're
sucking on.
blowing smoke in his ear like a cat.
They just
You do
start
that to cats?
darting back.
No,
and forth.
I never did that to an animal, and I hate
I
it
don't
when
believe
people-
that at all.
I really hate it.
How'd you get that idea?
Because I knew people that did that.
yeah.
That you would
Your
smoke
hair,
with?
your hair says a different story.
Your hair says you picked
What?
up a cat by its tail.
My hair,
and dipped it in cooking grease.
my hair says I throw red paint on people
For what?
from like
for
PETA.
wearing fur.
Yeah, for wearing fur.
Well, this is not what the podcast is about.
Although
This
it
is-
kind of is.
It kind of is. It's a hypothetical-based podcast. We do what ifs, would you rathers, hypotheticals, F, marry, kills, trying to keep the algorithm moving by not cursing right up top, and all those sort of things submitted by you, the listeners. Go to here'sthescenario.com. That has all the info. It's got our social media. It's got links to iTunes and everywhere that you stream podcasts. Write a review, rate, subscribe, all those things that are free for you to do but are actual currency to us by boosting the visibility of the show and getting the word out about how lovely and hilarious this podcast is.
And get excited that you're listening and being a part of the most interactive podcast on the planet.
Yeah, that's
For real.
That's for real.
For real.
And then if this isn't enough, if this free injection weekly, I almost said freakly, if this freakly injection of comedy isn't enough for you, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/scenariopod. We do 2 bonus podcasts per week. We do another little bit looser structural show to this every single Monday. And then Friday, we have a show called Blunts with the Boys, which is actually pretty similar to Irish Goodbye Podcast, RIP. It's a little bit more storytelling. We sit around in a cipher, which you are a part of. You're both watching, hopefully smoking at home, doing whatever you do, maybe belting off and puncturing a vein.
Hopefully doing drugs with us.
Whatever. That's our vision for it. But, experience it however you want. But it's a very fun show. And then on top of that, we all do our individual content. Everything that goes up on our YouTubes goes up early for our Patreon, and then we do a bunch of exclusive videos for a ton of, for the $10 tiers, all that stuff.
And just added,
it's incredible.
Is that I'll be, because by the time this comes out, my little solo cast project will be out there, Snarky, and I am going to do, not only is that going to go up early on the Patreon every week, but I do like a 15 to 20 minute bonus thing that's just for Patreon members.
Well, look at
that.
Hell yeah.
So look at that. So there's literally so much content that it's maddening that we're not multimillionaires.
We're having our own little science fair.
If you love us now, in 30 days you'll be sick.
Our Patreon is basically like a Cheesecake Factory menu. There's too much.
Dude,
there's too many options.
We are conveyor belt sushi. We're sitting at a booth and there's a tuna roll flying by, but we're not worried that we missed it because it'll be back around.
Also,
more is coming around.
It's more like a sushi place that has too much on the conveyor belt, where sushi's spilling over the sides onto the table. And you're like, you gotta decide: do I want to save the yellowfin or do I want to go with the salmon Boston roll?
I love those places. I've only ever gotten sick at those too.
It's the only place you can get sick.
Yeah. I think I'm done with sushi.
Oh, I
really?
love sushi. I'll never.
I just started with sushi.
When we had sushi, we fucking loved it.
It was awesome. I am a huge sushi fan. I love it. I've been eating it since I was a kid. But for whatever reason, the last 2 times I had it, I think I told you, there was like a warm epicenter to the fish, and it was just a little fishy, like too much.
You got fish vagina.
I got fish vaginosis in the back of my molars.
You got the warm fish.
What day of the week was it?
It was not a Monday or a Tuesday. What? What?
No, you're right.
You were the only one speaking.
Yeah, but your mustache said something.
Yeah.
The mustache has a personality of its own.
It really does. All right, let's get into the questions. So we have some submitted by you, the listeners. Again, here's the scenario.com for all the information. Go to we mostly read DMs off of our Instagram, so that's where you can find us. It's at Scenario Pod, right?
The Instagram?
It's at Here's the Scenario
Pod. It's at here's the scenario.com. Everything's there. We are the worst. From Afton Kennedy. Hey guys, enjoying the podcast so far. Thank you. If you had to choose one for the rest of your life, would you only have appetizers with your meals or desserts?
That's an easy.
I'm a big appetizers guy. I've made this at I can't believe the boy with blue hair is leaning towards sweets.
Yeah.
But I will say,
what does the hair have to do with that?
Because it shows your immaturity.
It says the fucking guy with a mustache.
Yeah, which shows maturity.
Feeney does look like an off-duty 70s cop right now in the jean jacket. It's fun.
You look like a crooked cop.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
like
mature.
I'm
playing both sides.
You got out of court. You're losing your child in custody, but you're going to.
But I'm solving the
really
case.
Big case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then once I solve the case, I'll have more time to get my kid back, and everyone will be like, "Oh, he's in the papers. What a good dad."
I am literally only picturing Russell Crowe in American Gangster.
Yeah, that's it.
I will say
the
this:
case is consuming.
Appetizers are a very adult thing.
Yeah,
and you go, let's get appetizers for everybody.
Appetizers is great. It gives you the thing because a meal is going to take like usually anywhere from 12 to 18 minutes to prepare. So that's going to take too long. But an appetizer comes out in 8 minutes. So if you're coming in starving, the best thing, there's nothing worse than if you go to a steakhouse and you're starving. You're not just going to go there and be like ribeye and then wait 25 minutes. You want you want some baked clams to come out. You want some melon and prosciutto. You want some you want some. That's the things that we all can talk about.
Did you say melanin prosciutto?
Melon and
I watched Brendan roll through 6 unfortunate choices.
Saving the algorithm.
That's what we call. That's what we call his career now. The algorithm.
I will say this about dessert: it does have a certain je ne sais quoi about it.
But it's not saying you can't have
romantic.
dessert. It's saying that when you're out to dinner,
What do I?
You could
prefer?
always just go to an ice cream place afterwards. You're not going to go to an
But that's
appetizer.
No. You're wrong. If you had to choose one for the rest of your life, would you only have appetizers with your meal or dessert?
With your meal.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Not.
Oh, so you think like you could just go for a willy-nilly ice cream run?
Appetizers.
I could
bug
go
me.
home after going out to dinner and then have an ice pop from the fridge.
No,
It's not saying you can't have dessert for the rest of your
you
life.
can never have food after dinner.
It says with
that's
your
cold.
meal. With your meal.
What fun is what you're presenting?
'Cause that's
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
presenting
if
the
I want, before I leave the house, I could just fry up some calamari.
Yeah,
But right?
You know
But
what
you're
I
not
love?
gonna do that.
You know what I love about
See?
Del
This is why
Frisco's?
appetizers is the clear answer here. I'm like,
What do you love about Del
Now the
Frisco?
joke's over. But
it would never was beginning.
it did begin, and you stepped over it with your little fucking
Is that like when I was
spider
talking
legs
about
over
the
your
appetizer
lips.
thing, and then you
lips.
started talking about desserts or je ne sais quoi?
There's a certain je ne sais quoi
You're
to
a bit
desserts.
Frisco today.
Maybe I am. Maybe that's what's going. I'm having
Yeah,
a great
matter of
day,
fact,
though.
when we went to Del Frisco's, we got appetizers.
Yeah, and dessert.
But dessert, everyone's like, ugh, we all shared it. We had to be like, you take it, get it
Yeah.
away from me.
I love that about dessert.
I had a really good dessert last night. I had a real fun bar lava cake with ice cream in the middle of it,
Yeah.
and it came. I had the best fried mac. I ate like an asshole for the last couple days for whatever reason. I'm like medicating some underlying stress, and I was just shoving these patties of fried mac and cheese into my face, like giant squares. They were so goddamn good. And then I ordered chicken parmesan sliders, which I assume was going to be like, boom, can't wait. They had like the garlic bread rolls or whatever to each one. After I got the chocolate lava cake because it was my birthday, and I bit into the chicken parm, almost snapped off 6 of my front teeth. It was the worst slider I've ever had in my life. And then I got slammed by the waitress too. Like she's like, can't fit that. She's like, oh, eyes a little bigger than your stomach, huh? I'm like,
Whoa.
no, fat wench, your food is undercooked.
I will say this: if I could, I would eliminate. This is gonna be a little controversial. This
Survivor?
sentence.
Hit me.
If I would eliminate the entree if I could, and just go a tapas lifestyle. I'm fine with it. There's nothing I love more than going out. If you go out to dinner with somebody and then you're like, instead of getting an appetizer and 2 giant meals, let's get 6 appetizers, try a little bit of everything together. Then we get full on that. And then we get the dessert, apps and dessert.
Just eating
Fuck-
tapas in Tuscany.
Fuck the Andres. Yeah. Well, that's more of a Spain.
The Mike
thing.
Feeney story. Tapas under the Tuscan sun.
Yeah. Really. Tapas.
You're fitting all the new tier names in. I see what you're doing. Gotta say the blue hair. Gotta say the Tuscany.
Well, your blue hair looks like poorly designed birthday cake.
I love birthday.
Yeah,
cake.
you know
If
what
I
it
had
looks
little
like?
Crunchies,
It looks like when the birthday cake hits the
Yes.
top
Yeah.
of the cellophane, and then you pick it up.
Yeah.
Fuck you, man.
I'm in on the joke.
you're
I'm
out.
laughing with you guys.
That's between us.
I'm laughing with you guys, so
We're
I'm in on
laughing
it.
at
This
you,
isn't
though.
So, what would your go-to appetizers or desserts be?
the appetizer. Oh, I know what I want for dessert. Either a lava cake,
Because that was just brought up.
because I was just brought up and it reminded me how much I love that.
Ice cream cake, Carvel, Crunchies.
Or
That stuff's so good.
oh god, that is so good.
That stuff's so good.
Or a good cheesecake is nice.
Cheesecake.
That
is
Oreo
good.
cheesecake from
Oh
Martha's.
fuck me, yeah, that was so good. That was so good.
That was the
dude.
fattest response.
Fuck me. Fuck me. So good. Sugar water. The cake was a dear friend of mine.
Just pulls his
what
skin
is
tight.
what is that dessert? I can't stop thinking of the word Tuscany now.
Tiramisu.
Tiramisu. I love tiramisu.
It's like you have.
I have a Brendan translator in my brain.
He's the
you.
Han Solo to my Wookiee. And it seemed like it kind of worked with canon as well. Because you went, it's like you, and you finished the sentence anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe you just
He's here to
understand your
decipher.
friends.
Yeah, I'm just an intermediary.
We're just 2 gorillas trying
Yeah.
to bang a square into a hole,
Yeah.
a circle hole, and Feeney's like,
I'm
what
the
they
arbiter
mean by
that
is-
comes in and picks their head.
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
The square hole. They're like, what's the next question?
All right. Afton actually had one more thing. Kiss, marry, kill, because apparently she is Mormon. Pizza, tacos, wings.
What a clean question.
Yeah.
Kiss,
Well, which one of
marry,
those would
kill.
feel best to fuck? Probably a taco.
Kiss, marry.
So what? It's pizza, tacos.
No fun.
wings.
No fun for the euphemism.
You had enough fun for both of us.
Okay. Brendan was just literally licking his lips. He wasn't even thinking of funny.
Why are you yelling at me?
Wait to get pizza after this.
Not a fan
I'm
of beer.
so hungry, and I
The
can't believe
hungriest I've
that
been. And every question's about
every
food.
question's about food.
I would keep. It's pizza, wings, and what?
Tacos.
Oh fuck! I love
Marry,
tacos.
kill.
I love.
I think I would have to go. I honestly think I would have to go tacos if I'm rating them. Tacos, pizza, wings, because the wings are when they're the best, but so many places do bad wings
True.
that it's like the most inconsistent. Pizza's right close to there where you're like, I love pizza when it's done right, but eating pizza all the time it's too much.
No.
And
I can have
tacos
wings
though, I
every
could
day.
have tacos every day. If one day I have a chorizo taco, the next day I'm having like a grilled shrimp taco. The other day I'm having a fried taco. Then I'll
Yeah.
have meat. Then I'll have el pastor. You know, the little
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
pork and a little pineapple. Let's go.
Yeah. I
could have
can.
tacos
So you'll
every day.
marry tacos.
I am married to tacos.
I think I'm married to wings, even though like I can't do spice or
It's the
whatever
easiest
hot,
to shove up your ass.
but it is the easiest to shove up my ass, which is why I'm marrying
You
wings.
toss it, coat it with some blue cheese, and
I just
right up
fucking
top.
love. I just lick. It's a lot of meat, which I love and stuff. And when it's
Love
made
meat.
well, I could
Not
kill.
a ton of meat.
it's not.
I can kill pizza. I got a ton of meat for you right here.
You're gonna kill
fucko.
pizza?
Yeah, I'll kill pizza.
No
Wow.
kidding.
Pizza. I will kill pizza, and I would fuck or kiss. Sorry, the other one, tacos. Mm.
I think you put up a pretty compelling argument with the diversity of what tacos can do. I do think, just in terms of what I like personally the most, I think I could do pizza every day of my life forever.
I don't like when pizza is so hot that it's like burning the top
We
of your.
heard from you already.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were on a podcast having a conversation.
Brendan's podcast is I talk, and then when you talk, I comment on the things you're talking about.
Yeah.
And then if you talk
Isn't that
during
what
my
a
thing,
podcast is?
That is, but we like to make fun of you.
You guys seem fucking freaky today.
I've
whatever
had
the
too
fuck
much
you called-
caffeine. This ice cream.
Whatever he called me before.
Oh, did I tell you I got caffeine poisoning?
What? Really?
Yeah, that's like
save it
apparently.
for the Patreon.
All right, fine. Hear about it all. Nobody cares. No, I think it was after this podcast, and I came home, and all of a sudden my body just started tensing and seizing, and it was 100% because I hadn't had a stitch of water all day, and I pounded like 3 to 5 coffees
Oh my God.
just out of my mind, and I started violently projectile vomiting everywhere and just freaked out for like 2 hours, and then everything was just
Do you
okay.
know if it's because of the coffee or?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like the same thing. And by the way, you'll be able to see this soon. Episode 8 of Mike Takes Edibles. It's a similar to reaction to what you had to The Rock's Zoa drink and the massive amounts of THC.
Yeah. But at least you didn't have your friends there that every time you landed a punchline, they went, "What?" Which made everything so
No, I had
much
my
worse.
most loved one wife saying, "What?"
Yeah, but that's all the
dude,
time.
when I've never met somebody who has less empathy for their partner when they're at their weakest than Nicole Lavelle. I don't even use her new last name. It's actually hilarious. She's like, "You don't feel bad." I'm like, "All right, I'm actually the world's spinning right now. I feel pretty terrible." I just got done doing 50 minutes on Zoom. It was that night. It was right after I had done like a Zoom
Oh my God,
corporate
you must have
gig.
been sweating.
Dude, during it, towards the end, I like started getting this kind of tunnel vision, and I was drinking chamomile tea and water during it because I knew, like, I was just like, I had this weird anxiety and like palpitations and all this stuff that I had to kind of like quell and simmer down. And I thought it almost all had to do with the fact of the impending nightmare of doing 50 minutes over
Yeah.
a computer.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was just much, much more. But I came upstairs after that and was like, "Oh my God, I feel like shit." And Nicole's like, "Fuck you. You just made a ton of money. Like, what's your problem?" And I'm like, "All right, you're right." And I laid down
Yeah.
and I took an edible and I was just like still circling on the bed, like, "Oh man, I feel terrible." She's like, "No, you don't." And I'm like, "Okay." And then I got up to the bathroom and I'm like, "Ah! Ah!" And she hears it. And on the third, like protest hose level of vomit that I unleashed into the bathroom, she goes, "You okay?" Finally, like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
You still took an edible?
Yeah. I thought that'd make me feel better. You know?
That's probably the worst person to have as an Irish person, like, because we're already like, I feel fine. So it's like even worse to have the person who's supposed to be like taking care of you go like, you feel fine.
I will say this though, I am a big bitch baby whenever I feel even a little
There
bit
is,
sick.
I think it's actually a very valuable thing to have that person because because of that too. Big bitch baby. If you're constantly
Triple B.
if you're constantly being like, I don't know, I don't feel good, and then the person's like, oh my god, no, relax. If you don't feel good, then it's like it's so enabling.
I'm not constantly doing that, but
Well,
when I
those
am,
words-
when I am,
constantly bitching like a baby,
when I am,
big baby,
like a big stupid baby.
triple B.
you look like a trans baby.
Why are you just attacking me when fucking Mustachio is also doing
Because
it?
I'm saying the words he said back to him. You're adding new hurtful.
Yeah, you are, and with punctuation.
Yeah.
You stupid
What's the
idiot.
next question?
Here's the scenario. No.
Yeah.
You're transport. This is from Alec Holderfield. You're transported to an alternate reality.
What? Transported to an alternate reality.
What was
that?
You transferred in an alternate
You just transport to the movie Snatch. You're transported to an alternate reality where all currently fictitious marketing characters are real. You must assemble a gang, at least 3, to either fight crime or cause a ruckus. Your choice. Who's in your gang? Examples include Count Chocula.
I don't want any examples. I don't want to.
Fictional character.
I don't want to lead.
Marketing characters.
Oh, marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want Tony the Tiger because he's gonna maul some people.
Yeah. Tony the
Yeah.
Tiger is probably the best one to say.
I'm gonna have Tony. Why don't we all pick one? That'll be our gang.
Because we each have to assemble our own gang.
Can't we just as a group assemble a gang?
This is what
You
I'm
guys would
doing.
be in my gang.
Oh.
But we're
Yeah,
not
one-
fictitious. We're real.
No, but that's why us
Well,
three we should.
well,
Some
I
of
don't
us
know.
more than others.
Who knows if this is all real anyway? This could be a
Oh
simulation.
God.
Hey, was that your hair talking?
Sorry, my Rogan came out.
Yeah, your hair just got the blue screen of death.
I got a good one. Mr. Clean. Because he'll make things go away.
Yeah.
He's like-
he's the cleaner.
He's the cleaner.
like the wolf.
He's like the wolf. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what you're saying. He's like he's the Mike Ehrmantraut of
Yeah.
Mike
he's
Gang.
he's smooth-skinned Ermy.
yeah, and he's kind of scary looking too. Got that one ring like Jordan, like Michael Jordan.
Right.
One earring.
Well, he looks like he's in an Aryan homosexual gang.
Yeah.
Oh, the brawny man though. That guy looks
Brawny
like
man would be
he'll
good,
cut
too.
somebody up with an axe. He's like Bobby Cannavale,
The brawny man
Mr.
would-
Robot.
Yeah.
Just suck a rough cock. Just a callous hand. All right, I'll fight crime right after I'm done.
yeah. Or Aunt Jemima would be good too.
She's not a person anymore. They've got
Whoa,
They've removed-
Michael.
No, she'd be good
they've removed her.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Why are you reacting like that?
because you called
'Cause you
one
said
of
she
the
wasn't a-
most prominent black women marketing things not a person.
She's not a person. Yeah, marketing.
And you just
thing.
yeah.
I don't. So yeah. So Brawny Man's pretty good. I do like that. I think Tony the Tiger is pretty excellent. I don't know why my initial thought was the general for car insurance.
He's
The
like this
general-
big.
Yeah,
the
he's
general
so
will
tiny.
get butt fucked.
He's really not good at all. My headphones keep popping out. Is my microphone having problems?
No,
Well,
it's the input because
It's the
I think
input.
they all do it.
cool.
The general might be the worst answer, I think, because he's got a little penguin friend.
Yeah, anyone who's friends with a penguin, I don't trust him as far as I could throw him.
yeah,
we
because
need
I don't trust
somebody-
penguins. They can fly.
If Brendan was drawn by like a boardwalk cartoonist, he could be the logo for Antifa.
That's a good shirt idea. Just us as the caricatures.
Maybe Lucky the Leprechaun
from Lucky.
from Lucky Charms.
Does he have
because
powers?
He's slippery.
He's a leprechaun. Yeah, he's doing all the
They can never catch
Yeah,
him.
he's slippery.
Why are we only thinking of cereals, though? It's so
Because
funny
you said
that
Count
those.
Chocula first, and Brendan wouldn't let you continue, so now we don't have any other frame of
Okay,
reference.
say the other references. Count
Burger
Chocolate would be good. Sorry. I had a big coffee, and I'm trying so hard not to. My blood is, I could feel it.
Yeah, when your blood is boiling, words come.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess your blood ain't boiling.
The Burger King, the General from the Shaq commercials, etc.
That's where you came
Is
up with.
Shaq? Can we say Shaq?
No, he's not fictional.
No, he's a real guy.
Shazam? Or
Mr.
Kazam?
Clean, Mr. Clean.
That's not a marketing character though.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
This is the thing. I think we're only thinking of cereal because those are the most prominent marketers that are just made up. Like you never see like the Nike check. Oh, you know what?
The Nike check.
Lil Penny. I want Lil Penny
Who?
from the old Nike commercials. You know, where it's Anthony Hardaway, but it's Chris Rock's voice, and he was a little tiny puppet that would sit at the computer, and he played the piano in the No Diggity song.
Oh, wow.
That's who you want to fight crime with?
I don't know. He just
Or
seems
start
pretty
a
cool.
ruckus with? Look at his little legs.
Yeah.
little
You want
little chicken legs. His socks don't
Here's the
even
thing.
fit.
I feel like he could cause a ruckus if you release him into a Foot Locker. Like he could probably freak people out.
There's
Maybe.
nothing I could kick further.
I know. I could stomp on that
You
thing.
just keep picking short little. You, the general, and
Yeah.
Anthony Hardaway.
I'm sticking with Lil Penny. I like Lil Penny, and I think he could be really effective, especially if you're looking to rob sneakers, because I could
Why?
send him into Foot Locker, have him gather people to the corner of the store, and then swipe off the shelves at the other end.
That's not bad.
What are you thinking?
I'm worried. That's
Yeah, good luck getting more than 2 sneakers, maybe.
yeah. He can't pick these feet up. He doesn't have. Look at his little skinny legs. He doesn't have the strength to even walk in those things.
Yeah. I'll tell you who to not have, the Tricks Bunny. You don't want a drug addict.
What about the Noid?
The Noid. That's pretty good.
He causes ruckus. Like that's like his thing.
The fuck is the Noid?
The
Well, not
Noid
the
from the
Noid.
Flintstones.
Oh, I thought that was,
No.
He was in the Flintstones.
thought you were
No.
just like
Yeah.
No, the one from the
shortening how
Domino's
Brendan
commercial.
makes you feel.
That's from the Flintstones.
Originally?
Yeah.
You're thinking.
What'd
You're
you
not
say?
thinking of Kazoo.
Kazoo.
What's his name? That's his name. The little green guy.
Yeah, the little.
Hey there, dum dum.
Yeah, that is
No,
what
that's
I'm thinking
that's
of.
Kazoo. I'm thinking of.
I
the
feel like
Noid
I'm
who's
your
coming up. That
Kazoo.
guy. That guy who comes up and he,
Oh,
and he
the
always like
Noid,
creates
yeah.
Is that
chaos.
the guy from the original clip art?
He literally creates
like
chaos.
Clippy from fucking Microsoft
Yeah, I
Word?
want Clippy on my team. I want either Clippy or I want all of those like blues raisins. You
the
know?
California Raisins?
The California
Yeah.
raisins.
Does that look exactly like Mother Winslow from Family Matters?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to some more questions. Thank you for submitting again. Here's a scenario.com. DM. We didn't do as big of a call for action this week, so we should emphasize that for next week. Hit us up. Here's a scenario.com. Here's a scenario pod on Instagram. DM us any question that you want. You get a shout out on the pod, etc. at all.
Hell yeah.
We love you and thanks.
Yes. If you could have been the first person to discover any part of the world, what place would you want to have found?
I think we did this one.
No, we didn't.
I'm pretty sure we did. Because we were saying Hawaii.
Oh yeah.
All right.
If you could have any music group alive today play at your birthday party.
We did this.
We did
too.
this one
We're,
as
we're just go to.
I think we're on that page. Yeah, just go to another page.
If you could ask God any single question, what would it be?
Shit got real. Shit got real fast. We're like, if you could own Hawaii, what would you? If you can ask the Lord a question.
Yeah, one quest.
How many times do I shit?
That's it.
That's
Just one.
that's what you would ask the Almighty, all.
Yeah.
No, because I feel like if I ask, I do feel like if I ask, what's the point of all of this? God will say something like, why does there need to be a point?
The point is, there is no point, Brendan.
Is heaven haunted?
in October he is.
I'm also a ghost.
I'm the big ghost in the sky.
I'm the ghost of God.
They don't call it Spirit Halloween for nothing.
Dude, he's like,
He's the original Spirit Halloween because he's here, there, and everywhere. He's omnipresent.
I should probably start the timer. God is just in a beard, just acting like a ghost. And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah, he's-
You're sitting here.
I see your legs.
Does God have legs?
Yeah.
That would be your question. Do you have legs? And he just
Yeah.
goes, yeah.
When I
Is that-
stand.
Is that all you want to ask me? You're just, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied.
About it. Thank you. I thought you were just cloud-footed.
I want to know what you are.
What if
Are
you
you
say
a
like this to
man?
God? What if I go, this is while we're still alive, right? Not after we've died?
Yeah, I think so.
Like it's if God came to
Feeney's answer is going to be like, what's the best time to post?
It is fun. It's something fun and something that you both would very much want to know as well.
Nope.
But I would say, oh, Mike's post alarm is going off. Hold on.
Is that an alarm? That's not for posting. That's for parking.
That was an alarm?
My other
An
pee.
actual alarm just
No,
went
no,
off?
it's got 8 minutes.
Oh, that's funny.
I will say that I think a great question to ask God would go, what's one thing that you can tell me that will provide me comfort and joy for the rest of my life?
You're gay.
But what if it's something we all
Well, he's going to tell me something.
that kept going? Like it's not. It wasn't just to call you gay, but it's also the fact that would add you comfort and joy.
Yeah.
Because it would change your entire perspective and
Yeah.
and calm you. Be like, that is my truth.
Yeah, he just goes, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Feeney's gay.
Love it.
Title.
Yeah.
I just feel like the answer would be something we already know that would bring us no comfort whatsoever, which is it's
No, but
all
that's impossible because I'm telling him to provide me something that would give me comfort and happiness.
you specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me specifically, not mankind. I don't give
Yeah.
a shit.
But
What-
still,
what could-
like,
what
you're
could he
dead. Like,
possibly
you're gonna
say?
I'm not
die.
dead yet. I'm
Yeah.
alive. It's happening today.
True.
For the rest of my life, I go,
We
what's
are
one
alive
thing I
here.
can go through my life knowing that I'll be happy? And I don't know what it is. Maybe he'll be like,
That it all ends.
but not necessarily.
Do you
It
think-
actually could be the very opposite of that.
No.
It could be like, we're all hanging out past Saturn right over here.
What
Come
is
deal with us?
what- do you think there
That would make
is
you
an
feel better?
answer?
Good. I don't know. He'd have to tell me. He knows.
I'm the Lord.
He would have to know.
Michael.
Yeah.
We're all hanging out around Saturn.
Who's we
Hey,
all?
Mikey F.
everyone you love and everybody you've ever met that you'd like to
Will I be
like to
there
invite
after
in
I
the
die?
party. You are the bouncer and the host without having to do any of that work. So you decide who makes it in through the ropes and you decide who gets to kick the fuck out. You decide on the snacks, the entertainment, but you have to handle none of that. So it's all thought up of from your consciousness and is created through your thought.
That would bring me a lot of. I would actually love that. That would bring me a lot of comfort. One last question though.
Yes.
What is the best time to post?
5:59 and 48 seconds.
God just goes, you know, I can't even really figure out TikTok's algorithm, to be honest.
I'm
China.
suspended as well.
It's like the only country I don't govern is China.
I'm really big in North Korea, though.
What about you guys? Neither of you said what you would do.
Like a real answer? What would I ask him?
Am I ever going to be happy? The Brendan Sagalow story.
I don't
I am happy.
I don't need
I'm happy today.
that's good.
Okay. I wish you were more. I wish that good was real.
I wish your happiness was real.
My happiness is
It's
real.
not.
What the fuck? What's
It's
happening?
fake and short lasting.
Hey, it's all fucking wave, man. It's all an ocean.
Yeah, I feel like all that stuff doesn't. Well, I don't think anything would actually bring me comfort. You know what I mean? Unless somebody
Yeah.
kind of gave me not even the most money, but just money. Like you have money for the rest of your life. Everything that you'll ever need is taken care of. You're good. Then I could kind of be like, all right, now let's
Yeah.
start from zero and then build ourselves up. But we have just been completely conditioned to start from an extreme deficit
Yeah.
and feel like we're trying to dig ourselves out of a grave for our entire lives. And then when we get to ground zero, we're like, we've won. And then they're like, no, now the real responsibility.
Yeah,
starts.
yeah. Here's a question I would ask God. Do you got $20? You got any money I can borrow?
I'm suing y'all.
You're gonna
I
pay-
want
you're gonna pay him back?
150,000. I'll settle it out of court right now for $20.
$20.
I would ask
R.I.P..
God- you know what? R.I.P. I would ask God if what I see on hallucinogens actually exists and
That's
it's
a
something
great
I'm unable
question.
to perceive at sober whatever,
That's a really good
or is it a product of poison?
Little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
A bit of Columbine.
Which was my idea, by the way.
Also my handiwork. Good with the bad, you know.
Everything I touch is good. It just turns into that P. Diddy thing where he's like, I'm a savage. I'm a savage.
Classic booty savage.
Not everything is a touchdown.
Yeah.
If you could be one article of clothing, what would you be and who would you want to belong to?
I mean, this is...
I got it.
I would be the panties
Of Anna de Armas.
of Rachel Dolezal.
Do you think she
See if
wears...
the carpet matches the drapes?
Do you think she's trying to be black all the way down to her panties, or does she get like real white girl with it?
I don't know, man.
I also don't know the difference.
I would hope that when I ask her if I can have sex with her, she goes, I don't think you can handle all this. You know, every time you ask a black girl to have sex, she goes, I don't know if you can handle this ass. They say that. They say that.
Everyone? Everyone?
I don't want a general.
Wow.
That would be your thing.
Too late for that.
I don't
My thing? How?
general. Get it?
Oh, I
'Cause
get
your
it.
stupid fucking answer.
You're the first person I know who is outwardly racist yet calls others stupid.
Yeah.
Wow, what a woke thing to say for
I know.
you. You're the first person who I know is racist who calls other people
I'd
stupid.
ask God, why are whites so fragile?
Yeah.
When is it going to be our turn?
Okay.
Wait.
No,
neither
we
of
didn't
us
even answer that.
Brendan answered.
Yeah.
What
I
did
want-
you pick?
I picked the panties of Anna de Armas.
Oh.
What are you panties of?
I want to be.
The
I wanna
jockstrap
be-
of Aaron Judge.
You know what I want to be? I want to be an oversized hoodie for someone. Because because if you're an oversized hoodie, you're not going to smell. You know what I mean? If you're
Yeah,
like a t-shirt,
you are.
you'll smell. No, I mean
All my
not-
oversized hoodies smell like weed.
That's fine, but they don't smell like BO.
Huh?
They don't smell like BO.
You gotta wash them though. They'll smell like BO after a while. But
I want to be a soft wash hoodie.
yeah,
It gets
dude.
softer every time you wash.
Oh fuck me, yeah.
And be one of those
If I could
like
be wearing a soft wash hoodie while eating that fucking Oreo cheesecake,
That's how you know.
I wouldn't even
Brendan's,
need
like,
God.
a touch gay, as he wants a girl to like hide her feminine features with a big hoodie, and he's like, "Yeah, let me have sex with you and call you Mike."
When did I say that? When
now.
did I say I want to have sex with
Somebody wearing
someone in a big
soft-
hoodie?
Just now.
No, I said I want to wear a soft hoodie while eating a cheesecake Oreo.
Oh, I thought you
thing.
said
An
I want
Oreo
you to
cheesecake.
wear.
No, but that would be kind of hot. The old Billie Eilish, as they say.
Yeah, that's like in Scary Movie when he puts the chick in the shoulder pads.
Yeah, he's
of
like,
the
call me
football.
Brandon.
So that's my post alarm. Oh no! All right. Next.
Yeah.
If you had to be somebody's body part, what would you be, and on whose body? Leonardo DiCaprio's penis.
I mean, that's
I'd wanna
got to go on the t-shirt.
And I'd want to see out of it.
Yeah. One eye.
Yeah, just
What
a-
about-
a
who was
down periscope of just his
Just
cock.
going like this.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it like
25-year-old pussies?
was it like Wilt Chamberlain? Who's the person that said they slept with like 4,000 women?
Wilt Chamberlain, yeah, 8,000.
8,000.
I think if you have sex with like 3 women a night for however long, you're still not even
It takes
halfway
25
there. Yeah,
years.
it's like insane. And I mean, listen, I don't know what it was like in LA back in the day, and I'm sure there was quite a bit of group sex happening. A lot of people allege that's how Magic caught the monster. But but you know, I don't 5,000 or 8,000, you know? Do you think that's possible, or is that just like,
I don't think it's possible.
what did he say? 20,000. So it's not even 8,000. That's
so
hilarious.
it's just a fat lie.
20,000
I bet
women?
I bet it feels true.
That's got to be like 5 women a day.
It's more
He wrote this in 1991. So what year was he? How old was he in 1991? He died in 99.
99, yeah.
So
In Bel Air. He's wow, that's funny that he played in West Philadelphia and then died in Bel Air.
Whoa, that is
63 when he died. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, he died of
and you only start
of
if he started
fuck
having sex
overdose.
at 14. So 14 to like 51 when he wrote that book, when he said
Right.
it then. So it's like it's only like 35, 40 years of doing that. There's no, I mean,
We'd have to assume
he
it
wouldn't have
started in
been able
high
to have
school
an NBA
through his
career.
pros. Yeah, it sounds like instead of practicing anything on the low post, he was just low posting.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
But he was like, do you ever see some of his old athletic footage? Because he's like a 7-foot
One.
super athlete monster before that ever existed. Like he would have been the greatest volleyball player of all time. He played, I think, Division I volleyball and literally used to spike Spalding into people's fucking bridge of their nose. Like
Jeez.
it was insane.
Did he do the grandma free throws?
No, I
It
don't.
was the game. I think it was he's the one that scored the most points of anybody in the
100,
game,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That game when
Maybe he did.
He did that for just that game. He did like the granny underhand thing because they've like scientifically proven it's like significantly
Yeah.
better at
You know-
shooting. And so he did it and scored and then broke the record. But then he said he never did it again because he was afraid of getting made fun of. And you're
Yeah.
like, you own the record.
The
Yeah.
exact
Of the best athletes in the world couldn't do what you do, and you just did it this way. And they're like, but I don't want to get made fun
It's the
of.
same as
like being a
Shaq. It's the
hack.
same as Shaq. They got Shaq up to 70-something% in practice.
Yeah.
By doing underhand. And they were like, time to deploy it in the
Yeah.
game, big guy. Playoffs are coming. Let's go. Let's fucking do this. And he's like, I'm not a fucking homo. What are you kidding me? I'm not
Yeah.
shooting underhand. And it's like, all right, that's the craziest ego trip of all time where it's like,
It's all
I'll just
ego.
dominate without that part. I'll just go to the line, 8 to 12 times a game and shoot horribly.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Okay. So we're all convoying on Leo's cock? Or?
Yeah, I'll be Leo. I'm trying to think of something. I can't think of anything that's like worth being besides Leonardo.
Maybe like
DiCaprio.
somebody's right arm, some
Oh, Conor McGregor's fist.
his left.
Left hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe like in a
What?
3 to 5 year gap. Like if you
Yeah.
just pick your lifespan from
Yeah, I don't want to be the thing that's getting hit.
No, I
All
know.
the time.
You're just his fist in the pub as it's connecting to a 90-year-old soft skull.
Yeah.
You want
You're like a
trinket?
little-
Boom. And
You're
the
like a
guy's
little hand missile.
well, and the worst part is the guy ate it. Like he fucking just took the punch and was like, huh?
Yeah, he's like, why are you hitting me?
Please don't do that.
All right, next question. Here's the scenario. If you were to be rescued from a desert island, by whom would you want to be rescued?
Leonardo DiCaprio's cock. No.
Tom Hanks, and I want him to go, I know what it's like. You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Let me put you in a room
Nice
with
hug.
just lights first, and it's quiet, and you can turn the lights on and off. You could
Oh,
lay on the
giant
bed
crab
and then lay on the
legs
ground.
with just a spread. That spread at the end of that movie makes me like horny. You know what I mean? Like it has no.
Are we talking about?
I said yeah.
Oh, Castaway.
Oh, I didn't hear you. I spoke over you.
Yeah.
It's funny because he was also in that movie where he was like held captive by a pirate or something. So he can just be like, yeah, I know what it's like.
I think you can kind of say that about everything. Tom Hanks has been in every kind of movie.
Yeah.
At this point, it's like, oh, he's also been in. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah,
he has.
yeah.
I would like to get rescued by Tom Hardy. And
Yeah.
I just find so much comfort in his beauty. I am excited. I just listened to a podcast on the movie Warrior, and it sounds like it's going to be my favorite movie of all time, and that's why I keep putting it off. I can't wait to watch it, and I'm going to have a very outspoken love affair with him as a
Tom
kid.
Hardy in Dunkirk.
Yeah, but he doesn't speak enough for me. I like his British accent.
Yeah,
He's
he's-
very charming.
Try to dream a little bigger, love. He says that in Inception or something.
Mhm.
You know who I would want to get rescued by? Obama, but with cameras around, so that he's like really nice to me. So he's like, "You're doing great."
That's Clinton.
And they're kind of the same. Oh yeah, this is. What does Obama do? Obama's thing is
He growls a little, and I don't know.
He pauses. There's a like good, thoughtful,
Yeah, he-
pregnant pauses.
He cries when children are shot and then does nothing.
Yeah, piece of shit.
He orders drone strikes.
So that's why I say I want cameras around.
Detonate.
So that because I know if it was just Obama, he would just be like, "Are you all right?" And I'd be
That
like,
was
no.
Bush.
What?
What you just did. You went, detonate.
Yeah. I mean, we're all doing everybody.
Mission accomplished.
I love the whisper.
Damn, miss.
That moment should be a pause frame with the Curb music over it.
I think they did that.
It had to have been.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, I listen. I don't know how I would react, but
That 9/11 doc really explained. The guy who told him explains the whole. That he's the one that is in the documentary and explains everything that happened in that moment. And then when you like hear it from his part of the story, the guy who told him, you're like, oh fuck, that's. I mean, the fact that he only reacted that way is one of the most impressive things I think I've ever seen. As like
Right.
a person to not just be like, "Oh God," and go running out of there and like throw the kid to the side.
excuse me, children, you no longer matter.
Yeah, he runs right by a school shooter.
Just high knees through a bunch
It's
of toddlers.
crazy,
Yeah.
dude. It's fucking. That was a wild. That part of the documentary is so fascinating to me.
Do you think that it was planned that he would be in front of children reading a book?
No,
when
dude.
the-
that's the whole point of the documentary. It wasn't.
You're
They told
the
him
Don't
best.
yell at me.
they
You're
were
the best.
they were.
Why am I the
Do you think
best?
that's part of Karl Rove's plan? Just to have Bush in
That's
front
why-
of kids so it would render him even more inept.
Yeah, I'm
and
saying
then
everything
the
you're thinking.
response would have been later.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and that way nobody could get that it's a hologram. and
Were all
direct
the
energy.
children hologram crisis actors?
They were. Well, a lot of those children were actually also in Sandy Hook.
they're all robots.
Welcome back to Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole,
Yeah.
everybody.
Our-
Yeah.
A 5-year
poor-
hiatus.
Our
But
poor algorithm. Absolutely
Slash
worse.
careers.
if you had to eat, here's the scenario. If you had to eat the same meal for the rest of your life, morning, noon, and night, without worrying about nutrition, what would you eat?
But see, now here's the double-edged sword of that. You could say without worrying about nutrition, but that doesn't mean you still can't feel violently full
Yeah.
and have that like jowly, like disgust taste to it. It may not have render you with health repercussions, but there's still that feeling of the, oh God, that was the itis.
Too
you know?
much. Yeah.
You know what I think I might go with? No, I can't even say that. I'm trying to think. You know what? Tacos, baby. Because I can
Yeah.
have a breakfast taco, a lunch taco, a dinner
Tacos
taco.
can be light too.
Tacos can be very light. You can have little ones. I was going to say a BLT, but I'm like, even that bacon grease in the back of your throat after a couple.
Tacos is a great answer.
Tacos is my only answer.
Maybe like a Caesar salad.
A
Salad.
Like a Caesar salad wrap.
You like Caesar salad more than anybody I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah, and that's how you can tell that it just has no health benefits. Like,
The Caesar salad
it's your go-to.
is the first time in your life when you try to start becoming more
Yeah.
healthy
Yeah.
that you eat it.
Yeah, you
tell
start eating
everyone
more.
that you're eating.
And then
Brendan has
everybody's
been on the
like,
first
that's
step
terrible.
for
yeah,
10 years.
yeah. And then
I get
everyone
the
says
wrap.
that's terrible.
And a smoothie all the time.
But there's
A
still
smoothie of
are there
dressing.
croutons in the wrap?
Yeah. It's better than like, whatever.
It's not.
It's better than like Chinese food.
I don't know if it is.
It is.
I think it kind
How
of.
many calories are in a Caesar salad wrap, Nicole? You should know this off the top of your head. What's
Yeah.
taking?
I think.
why don't you let us
I think
know
that's
how
it.
much calories?
Do we have to
Go ahead and
pick?
give it a goog.
Do we have to pick like a specific wrap? If I were to say wrap, because I guess I'm kind of copying you, but I don't want.
Yeah, you just
tacos.
want more breading. You
I just
more
want. I want
flour.
like a grilled chicken wrap. I could make that for breakfast. I
chicken
can
wrap
make
is
that for
good.
lunch. I can make that for dinner. There is some sort of deviation that you could do to make it like
sauce.
whatever. But if we're talking like you can only have the same exact meal, so it would have to be a chicken Caesar. It would have to be a beef taco, soft, whatever. Like then that's a different set of circumstances.
I think I would still take a little beefsteak.
Tacos.
I'm an acai bowl guy. You know what? I'll do that
Acai.
all day.
That's another classic thing of like the healthy but not at all healthy thing.
It's healthier than a lot of shit, especially in the morning. But it is.
Healthier.
Yarr! Yarr! Like you gotta come out with a chicken neck. Yarr! Like go back underground.
Nicole, if you left one more time.
On mic, no less.
I love the
Yeah, made sure. But that like you could have in the morning pre-workout, like all that sugar is kind of good for you if you're putting it to good use.
Yeah.
If you're slugging along and drinking Caesar syrup all day, then that's a different story.
Drinking Caesar syrup.
Scissor. All right. Last question. Next question. Here's the scenario. If you could have been any past president of the United States, who would you have been?
We did this one because I said George Washington. Because it was at the first one. Someone said Lincoln.
Someone must have asked us this.
Yeah, maybe someone asked us that. Well,
Maybe.
look at that.
Maybe imagine
They
all these
own the
people
book.
are buying this book and
Yeah.
submitting
And
the
just
questions
submitting
just to ruin.
That'd be
Nicole
fine.
texted us saying that we did this 4 minutes ago. So one of the questions that we've already answered, we did.
Oh,
God.
Probably the one.
Which one, Nicole?
The food one that we just did.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. This is all Brendan's fault because
Go on.
he's the owner of this book and continues to put the bookmark in the same space that we have already done.
Well,
and it takes 8 fucking
dummy.
questions. What, stupid idiot?
You got to remember the questions because sometimes we don't finish the page.
Remember
I'm not gonna.
the questions.
Yeah, because
It's my job to
Why don't we
maintain a
cross them out?
mental bookmark.
Yes.
Why don't we
from
cross them out
yes.
of the book?
Why, if it's not anymore your job, how is it my job?
Because you
You
don't
own
have
the
a
book.
kid.
Oh, and it finally comes out.
Fine.
Finally.
We finally know Brendan's barren.
He ate his womb.
Yeah, the hair dye made him infertile.
Yeah. This isn't my fault because you need to remember.
What? How? Okay.
That's
so I
the name
present.
of the
All right.
show.
I'll show you. I'll
presented-
show
I
you
pre-
why it's.
There's no show. There's
I'll
explain.
let you. I'm explaining, but you're yelling.
I'm gonna rip this in half.
Don't do
I
that.
almost did, dude.
That's-
I was so close.
That's our Bible.
I know. Well, I'm willing to fucking do it just to buy a new one.
When we finish every question, I turn the page and I put the bookmark in.
Why don't we just take a marker and cross out everyone that we've done?
Well, because I'm pretty sure Brendan has
selling
done
that back.
this and gone all over the place.
No, I
and
haven't.
Circled. Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
Because you don't do the thing where you turn the page and put this in.
Yes, I did.
Had you done that, I wouldn't have repeated 4 of the
you
questions that we've already done.
You repeated the questions that were on the left page. You didn't read the questions that were on the right.
No.
We didn't finish both pages.
What? Yes, I did, you fucking dog-eared retard. I read all of these questions
Go
from
back
the
the
right
page.
page.
Go back the page.
That's the
Go
show,
back the
everybody.
page.
Thanks,
Stop
everybody.
getting mad. Go back the page.
No.
You gotta fucking relax. All right.
You know what's the fastest way to not get me to do that?
Telling
Is
someone
to
to relax.
tell me to relax.
All right, then just chill.
My fucking armpits just started like creating rainforest type moisture. I am livid.
Whatever.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I was texting to see.
When you get to go home.
Well, I think this has been the 3rd hour of this show.
Yeah.
We're at 23 minutes.
No, we're not. You started that.
Yeah, you started-
46 minutes in.
I say, if you like the podcast, just leave us a review and write and 5 stars and check us out all out individually.
Oh God, we have so much time.
Here's the scenario.com
That's
for all of that.
impossible, Nicole.
Subscribe on iTunes, write a review, write a comment, share. Word of mouth, baby. That's how we get this pod going. Obviously, it's a hypothetical podcast, easy to explain to everybody, but it's also 3 goons that you guys like to watch argue, hopefully. Hopefully it relieves a lot of your stress and it makes you very appreciative of the relationships that you have with other people that they're not this.
I know I'm appreciative of the relationships I have outside of this. And that was a joke. Something everybody could laugh at and not take so seriously. Also, come see us on the road.
That's right. Brendan and I
Well, this is
have
coming out.
already left.
We're already
Come
dead.
back. Yeah.
We're already
Come
dead.
back. But yeah, all dates actually at MikeCannonComedy.com. In November, we got Skankfest. All 3 of us are going to be there. Actually, you know what? October 27th. October 27th, I'll be running my hour at the Fat Black Pussycat at the Comedy Cellar. Come out to that, New York. Feeney's actually going to be doing some time right up top. It's going to be a really good show, and you'll get to see my hour right before I potentially tape it later this year.
When does this come out, Nicole? The 20th?
Yeah.
Then the 20th, this weekend, if you're around, come out to Long Island, McGuire's, Bohemia. I'll be there. And also, come to the New York Comedy Festival show Brennan and I are producing on November 12th, which will be a show we called Unlikely Duos. And we're pairing up 2 comedians that have never been on stage together before. And we're having them just kind of see what's going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
But the lineup is killer. You're going to love it. It's part of the New York Comedy Festival, which is very exciting. So get tickets to that, too, because that shit will sell out. It's a Friday night at New York Comedy Club.
Yeah, and if you're not in New York and you're in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, come out to my shows.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing a bunch of shows at the Cisco Brewery. It's going to be super fun. Brendan was supposed to do that and make a lot of money, actually, but he turned that down. So go to his show, I guess. And but yeah, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, come out to that. And then I got a bunch of dates: North Carolina, Boston, a bunch of places in December and into January. I'm going to be in Austin, all over the road. MikeCannComedy.com. And again, the most important thing: tell people about the pod, spread the word, get it out there for us.
Yeah, and also if you accidentally walk into a restaurant this weekend on Friday, make sure you accidentally walk into BJ Ryan's because I will be there headlining while you eat a steak.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/NYFreshmaker.
And twitch.tv/sags to riches.
Oh, this is an interesting question. All right, here's a scenario. If you could, I also kind of want to hear Nicole's answer to this. If you could relive one romantic date from high school just as it was, which would it be?
Romantic date from high school.
Like, I'm assuming, I mean, I don't know. Did you guys go out on dates? Like,
No.
I think I took like 2 girls out to Italian
Applebee's.
food,
Yeah.
you know, like once.
Yeah.
And then the dates were more or less like a dance.
Oh, really?
For me, I'm saying that. Oh, really? I'm saying that like the only times that we had like a formal like romantic evening where it would be, you know, otherwise I'm fingering on a couch.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much what that was.
Yeah, yeah. That was like everything I did. I would
My dad always used to come out in tighty whities, all that like to embarrass me while I was sitting there with a chick in high school.
That's
and I'm
hilarious.
like, it's both hilarious and in through the 2021 scope being like, this isn't okay.
Yeah,
like
it's
you are
not
an
okay.
old dude with a shit stained pair of panties walking out with saucer nipples and fucking a big belly of sauce.
Yeah.
And what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, and the way a dad dick looks in tighty whities is not good for a young woman to see.
It's like a fat Picasso painting. Like his balls somehow were up above his dick. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, chubby division sign.
I one time I don't know. We used to just bang all the time, and we wouldn't like go anywhere or
Who's
do
we?
anything. Me and Dervla was her name.
Dervla?
Yeah, that's the girl I lost my virginity to.
What?
Virginity.
Explain. What do you mean? That's her real name?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say her full name.
No, I know.
Yes, that is her name. Yeah,
Dervla.
Dervla.
I have never.
Her father was from India and her mother was from Ireland.
Dervla McCoy.
Dervla Burvla.
Actually, not the
Dervla Flanagan.
You're on the right track,
Dervla
but
O'Neill.
remember her
Dervla Sullivan.
Dervla
her
Connor.
father was from India. So just
Dervla
as,
Patel.
there you go. You're on the right track now.
Dervla Singh.
You're gonna say it. You're gonna say it. You're gonna say it if you keep going.
I ran out of Indian knowledge.
She's a scientist in Arizona.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she fucking does not
What
talk
do-
to me.
What do scientists in Arizona even do? They just come up with the hypothesis,
They go,
they
"Yep."
test it, and they're like, I don't believe this, and then throw it in the
No,
garbage.
they just look at yeah, that's a rock that's a rock.
Yeah, they
This
put
is-
all
that
this
looks
stuff
like
in the
where
test
the
tube.
Roadrunner was.
They go, they do
Yeah.
they do test tube and they go, yeah,
Yeah,
it still shouldn't allow immigrants.
Yeah, dude. I like the Roadrunner thing. All their experiments are if the Acme tools could work. Yeah, we're seeing that a boulder can be pushed off of this cliff.
Oh, I love how much this upset you.
Yeah, your thing was funny.
Something else stuck
You
in
were
his
half
craw.
listening because you were too busy trying to add your tag of the boulder.
I get that feeling, though. He wanted to run by. It was an express train, and he wanted
Yeah.
to grab.
Yeah, I mean, you said the Acme thing, and I couldn't let you do
Have a
whatever
moment?
it is that you did, and then
You don't
ruined
even know
it.
what I
Speaking
said.
of having a moment, you
This-
ruined it.
If you have a moment, subscribe to the podcast.
We can't possibly plug that.
I love how contentious the podcast is getting each and every week. It might be stressing our listeners out,
Yeah,
but
for
it's a
real.
real
Funny.
like
You know
this
what I-
is our scratching post.
Yeah, I feel like
You know
our
what I
listeners
mean?
want to separate us like when dogs fight.
Many
this is
people are
where-
very concerned about it, but I have an observation, and it's that this was never the case with Irish Goodbye. Did you
What?
notice that?
Yeah.
The contentiousness.
Yeah, there was a lot of love.
It was mostly love and a lot of laughing and fun, and then we added something, and then
Yeah.
and,
Your little fucking eyes.
and then suddenly
It got angry.
it got so angry.
I wonder what that is.
I don't know.
It's not me.
No. Like, so I remember I was us two,
Uh-huh.
and we were
Yeah.
telling stories
Uh-huh.
Yep.
and really learning about each other's lives.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
And
Great.
this
Honestly,
podcast
Bring that fucking show back up.
has 3 people.
Yeah. One more.
One more, and now we're
It
fighting.
has one difference.
Something to consider.
Well-
I think it's Nicole. Don't tell her, but I think she's
Nicole would've
gotta
been
go.
Nicole would have been a great Irish goodbye producer too.
Oh,
Add in
the
little.
best.
Here's what happened to me one time. I know nothing about Nicole.
Oh, weren't we gonna ask Nicole?
Oh yeah. Well, if you could relive one romantic date, I
Uh-oh.
think what was it? It was sophomore year homecoming that Nicole, wife, not producer, and I had sex for the first time.
Nice.
I guess I'd relive that. Just watch her cry.
Here's the thing. I think one of like my first dates that I can remember. It wasn't even like that romantic, but it was like romanticized in terms of like an actual date. I think it was in middle school or something.
Yeah.
And I like we went to the movies together, and then it was one of those things where you're like, I'm wearing like too much cologne because I
Yeah.
never wore cologne in my life. I had braces, so like eating popcorn, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna get
Oh,
popcorn in my braces, and then I won't be able to make out. And then like we held hands at one point. And I think we had
how
like,
hard did you used to get when you'd make hand-to-hand combat?
when you make move
contact.
when you do the move, and then they do the fingers
Oh,
lace.
dude, I would have
Love a good finger lace.
a rock hard pecker
Yeah.
every single time. I was a real like easy hard. You
Me
know what
too.
you know
I
what
don't
mean?
even know that we.
Still am.
I know,
You're
like,
an easy hard.
I can be. Yeah. I can't be.
but I think it ended. I don't even know if we ended up kissing. Maybe we had like a peck or something like that. But it was just that whole thing of like that's how you want dates to go. Literally,
Yeah.
like go see a movie. Like you be like, I got the popcorn because
Yeah.
my mom gave me money. And like it's just like
There are a couple evenings, like in 7th grade, when Nicole and I dated in, holding hands, hugging territory, that we walked around like our town carnival, and that was probably like the most straight-lined endorphin love,
Yeah.
whatever that you could ever
and
feel
they
in your
call
entire life.
it
Puppy love.
You know what I was thinking about actually? Is like, how many movies are like, you're just a kid, you don't know what love is.
Yeah.
And it's like, I actually think that kid love
Careful now.
that
is
child
the
love.
sexiest love.
Yeah.
No, but it might be the purest love because you actually have the most intoxicants in your body in terms of hormone and all that shit.
Yeah.
So you're actually reacting to the most like carry you away elation that you could possibly have, and you just like you're mainlining that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
However,
I agree.
I think it's because you have so many hormones. You're just so excited at the prospect of having potentially sex with
Yeah.
Sure.
anyone.
Well, of course, it could be easily misconstrued, lust and love, obviously, which is what most people mean when they say that, because love to a lot of grizzled fucking veterans of relationships are like, love is a slow simmer and you don't get there overnight and it's not the spike in elation. And it's like, stop being so angry that the
Yeah.
fire has burned out for you. It's like, just this is what it is initially. And that feeling should,
Yeah.
I mean, that bottled up feeling is like the best feeling in the entire world.
Yeah.
What was that laugh?
The bottled up feeling is the best feeling in the world, which is such a good explanation for all of our personalities.
Yeah. When you finally let yourself feel.
That bottled up. One time I went to a movie with my first girlfriend. Her name was Tanya. We were in 10th grade, and she gave me an over the pants hand job, but I never came. But the entire movie, she was just going like this while I was wearing like sweatpants.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was the best, dude. It
Yeah.
was the best.
Dude, I remember, I forget who this
What
was.
movie was it?
Super bad. I think.
Nice.
I think it was super bad.
Do you get aroused when you see that movie?
Yeah, but for different reasons.
All right. I remember.
The high school children?
Yeah, but also they weren't in high
school.
girl Nicola was like 29.
Emma Stone.
No,
Oh,
the red-haired
McLovin
girl with
girl.
the thong sticking out.
What happened to her? Where?
She's no longer acting. I actually looked her up after watching it recently.
What else did she do?
I think that's it. Literally, that's it.
Star role though.
She killed it. She was
Star role.
hilarious. I mean, she was. Next question. Oh, Nicole, do you have a romantic high school memory?
Definitely wasn't romantic. It was like pretty much everything you already said, but usually would eat like my weight in queso at Moe's.
Nice.
Moe's. Car, and that was the end of it.
So, this might be too much for a question, but Brendan and I have already divulged. We were easy hards
Yeah.
as kids. Do girls are easy wets? Like, what's the girl equivalent
Easy
to
tingles.
you getting super excited about something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Easy wets.
I don't
Easy wets.
think so. Like I can't really think of anything where I was kind of like, whoa.
Okay. Yeah. I see. That's exactly what I feared, is that I was the only one feeling something
Yeah.
in those
I
moments.
still fear that.
I look up at Nicole sometimes. I'm always on bottom. And while we're having sex, and I'm like, I think I'm the only one having fun.
Yeah. If I have sex with someone and they're not like sweating after, I'm like, did you even enjoy that? If they're not like classically like movie, like, I'm like, what the hell were you doing?
Yeah. What are you going to do? You know?
Last question.
This is it?
Yeah.
Here's a scenario.com.
This is
This is the last
Patreon.com/scenario pod.
podcast.
That's it. This might be
this
it.
is it. Period.
If you could, we already did that. If you had to give up all sexual activity for 1 year, how much money would you demand minimum in return?
I mean,
I would do it like
the most money.
Would we grow prostate cancer?
no. I
From
think
not
it'd be like
coming?
a side.
I think you do, right?
It'd be
It's
like
like
a
a
side
legitimate
bonus
problem.
If you don't,
I mean, first of all, I would have nighttime emissions
there's that.
yeah,
for
That would-
sure.
But
Your
you're not,
body would
that's,
push it up.
That's fine because you're not. That doesn't count.
Right.
You're not actively. But I would.
Do you
say-
come more? When's the last wet dream you've had?
It's been so long.
Yeah.
What?
I used to have them all the
I used to
time,
have them
even in Crown Heights when I
Yeah,
lived
my
there.
like. I think like.
wow.
I think
Yeah.
like early to mid 20s.
Do you know when Nicole used to go to China, she would go for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I would put it as a personal test to try to make myself have a night cummy. So I would go a full week, like the first week, without jerking off.
Nice.
The key was to get as drunk as humanly possible, and then you'd fall asleep
Yeah.
without wanting to. Then eventually,
You and I are two different drunks. I'm always just one eye open, jerking off. hammered.
Brendan's shit face passes himself in the mirror and is like, "Hello,
Who brought you here?
who's the thick bitch?"
What's your sign?
Now you can't leave. Like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I rape myself. No, baby.
Shut up.
no.
You want it.
You're such a loser if you don't like this.
It helps with the painted nails, though.
Yeah.
Makes you feel.
What do you think, Mr.
goth.
Mr. Fingy? Well, it's I don't indulge in things that are unsophisticated, like drunk masturbation. Anyway, top of the morning to you.
I wish you took it off with the other.
Yeah, hey, top of the morning to you. That's way better.
Okay, let's do it.
Mr. Finger going on a t-shirt.
It isn't.
It's not. Here's the scenario, Duck. Let's do one more. I feel like that one really fizzled
I
out.
don't even know what the question was.
How long would you?
Oh.
How much money would you?
How much money?
That's stupid.
If you give me $1 million, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do it for a
'Cause
year.
I think I could be one of those things where I could really
$1 million bucks?
focus.
Oh, okay. This is an interesting question and definitely perfect to end on. If you were the sole survivor of a plane crash with everyone present and had to choose someone to eat in order to survive, who would you select?
do you
Well,
mean?
obviously.
With all of us. If it was a 4-person
you're dead.
single-engine Cessna and the 3 of us, we were the only survivor, you're the only survivor, the 3 of us are dead, sitting there like 3 honey hams, who do you eat?
I think it's canon.
I gotta be honest, I think it's Nicole, and it's
I was thinking Nicole,
100%
too.
based on homophobia.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm gonna have to eat around your dick.
I just
I-
don't
I
want so
genu-
much hair.
Yeah.
No,
Ugh.
I mean you can like pluck that off like chicken feathers, but I
Who
would
wants to
think-
do that?
I would just be more with Sagalow. I'd be worried about the toxins and all the poisons of bad eating.
That's
that
why
would
I
be
do
in
it.
there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's
That's
a
why
lot of
I do it
there's a lot of fat.
to
no
avoid
one would eat
cannibalism.
me.
There's a lot of fatso on fatso. There's a lot of fat. So I
So?
don't think I would be delicious.
No, yeah, you'd be like chewing like the marbled like.
Yeah,
ugh.
you
No,
have
part
more,
of you
you have
would
more
be.
muscle than Feeney, so I think
Wow.
you might be better. But
Yeah,
I think
I'd be like a
Nicole-
lean meat. I'd
You'd
be,
be
like a healthy
gamey.
meat.
Yeah,
You'd be
I think-
gamey.
I
You'd
think
be
the-
like a wild turkey. You know what I
90
mean?
Proof.
Huh?
90 proof.
90 proof?
Wild turkey. 90 proof.
Oh.
Nice.
It's an alcohol reference for my friends that drank alcohol for a year.
Sagalow
Now-
just looks like the clear fat on the side of a steak.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
That's what I said.
also. That's
basically.
what I said first. You repeated. And
I didn't
then
repeat.
You'd never heard.
I
and then said-
clarified.
Yeah.
I don't think I heard it. Why are you giving him the out, but you don't give me the out?
because
he
you
never
said
heard
earlier.
it.
I'm just repeating what you said.
I didn't say that. I
You didn't say that?
I did say that earlier, but not about this.
You're an ass.
You're an ass.
You're an ass.
You're an ass.
Hee-haw! It's Nicole. We're all eating Nicole.
We're all eating Nicole.
Thank you, everybody, for
Thanks
watching.
for listening.
That's the show. Here's the scenario.com. Write, review, share, tell your friends, and Patreon, babe. Patreon.com/scenariopod.
We love you.
Bye.
Here's the Scenario is Mike Feeney, Mike Cannon, and Brendan Sagalow. Executive producers Robert Kelly and Matt Kleinschmidt for the Laugh Button Podcast. For more information about the show, visit here'sthescenario.com.
The scenario.